Hi everybody, Husky Light. I've come out here deliberately because I just wanted to show everybody if you can actually see. Do you know what? It's the middle of winter. It is freezing, it's cold, it's damp. It's England. But look how gorgeous the countryside is. And I think that's something that we still need to just look around you and see how gorgeous everything is sometimes. Because I think sometimes we just absolutely miss it. Look at all that countryside. Right, I'm going to have to come down here now. And I'll probably have to hold this while I'm doing it because the light is going. I was going to do a blog the other day and I didn't do it. I didn't get time to do it. Things kept getting in the way. And I think, I can't get the light right on this. I think there was a reason why, because what I was there we go. I think there was probably a reason why, and that was because what I was going to say was probably wrong. And I've come to understand that what I was going to say was wrong. So I'm sort of going to go through again what I was going to say and then say why it was wrong, and why I've changed my mind on that one. We've all been talking about clearing things out of our lives at the moment that are not serving us, or we're not serving them, or things like that. Getting rid of clutter, getting rid of, people, situations in our lives that don't serve us anymore. And I think we've all been working really, really hard on that, and that's what we've done. But one thing that I was going to say the other day was I came across a situation where a friend of mine, I suddenly realised that his core beliefs, their core beliefs, are so different from mine. It was quite scary. I'm not going to go into all the details of that because it's personal and it's, but when somebody's core beliefs are so different from yours that it makes you sit down and think, and then you sort of think to yourself, well, if we're so different inside, why are we even friends? And then I sat down and thought, well, hang on a minute, there are so many other things, or so many other ways that we do get on, that we do serve each other, that we do complement each other, that we are friends with. Do those deep down beliefs matter? If we look at the way we're brought up, look at the way classes are brought up, other people are brought up, other people were brought up to believe certain things that were right. I was brought up to believe certain things were right and wrong, and I think those are part of our conditioning that we're getting rid of at the moment. I got invited to an Indian Hindu wedding, obviously, because I do cakes. I don't usually get invited to the weddings, but I mean, I've been invited and I'm really looking forward to going. They have different core beliefs than me, very, very much so in some aspects, but does that mean that I can't speak to these people, or I have to get them out of my life because they don't serve me? I don't think so. I think everybody is in your life for a reason. I think there are definitely people in your life that you know are bad for you, that are no good for you, that hurt you, that don't make you feel good, and that could sort of steer you down the wrong path if you let them. Those are the people I think that we're sort of talking about to get out of your life, to make your life better and improve it. Not the deep down beliefs. I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are, what colour you are, what race you are, what church, religion, whether you are Church of England or Catholic, Hindu, Buddhist, whatever religion you are. I don't think that doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you all have a belief in something. I'm very spiritual, and a lot of people aren't as spiritual as I am. So that means I don't talk to them? No. That's wrong too. So the things that I was going to say the other day were sort of, right, well, if they've not got the same core belief as you, get rid of them. Well, that's wrong. Completely wrong. And I completely apologise for that. But even though I didn't do the video, but I had a really good think about it and thought, no, that's wrong. So yeah, I think that's where there might be a little bit confusion while you're going through things, while you're going through an awakening. Little things, not little things, quite big things like that might get in your way. I've always been one of those people who tends to open my mouth and say something and then go, oh my God, I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? That was totally wrong. And I'm now learning very much to think about things before I say anything. So that was that. The other couple of things that I wanted to mention was to look out for your angels and look out for the messages that you're getting. I'm just beginning to understand how my messages are received and what I see, it's and how they're received, and I'm just starting to get used to seeing and hearing and feeling all of that now. When I was going through it, when it was really bad, I didn't understand a thing I was going through. It was totally confusing and it hurt like hell, and that's when I was releasing and healing, and I'm still healing, and I will probably take, still be healing for quite a while. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't get a lot of sleep, and it, that affects how you look, but I'm also learning to eat a lot better now and drink more water and stay more healthy. So hopefully my lack of sleep will improve, and I'll be sleeping a lot better. But watch out for your angel signs and your messages from whoever's sending them. I've started to learn that I will get them from, I'm very good at picking up on numbers, registration numbers. My angels and guardian angels, if they're needing to give me a message or give me a sign or lead me in the right direction, they've started sort of making sure people drive in front of me with the right registration numbers that sort of have a meaning to me with the numbers or the letters. Another way they do it, I used to watch telly loads, and I hardly watch the TV now, but occasionally when I do, I will get messages in the situation that's going on in that particular programme. It will somehow relate to me, or even more closer to me though is if I'm watching my astrological stars on YouTube, or something like that. Don't get too involved in all that, but I know that a long time ago when I used to watch them, always interested in the stars, always interested in astrology, but when I used to watch them, they didn't really mean, they were quite vague. I mean, really vague. They'd say, oh yeah, you might run into somebody you know today, or you might, I don't know, be careful with traffic, or you might slip, and things like that, which were pretty normal things that could happen to everybody every day. But I've noticed recently, if they really need to tell me something, they'll pretty much come out and say it pretty bang on to me within my stars, so that I literally just sit there and go, really? Really? You're saying that to me, and okay, that's really accurate. That is pretty accurate. Close to coming out and saying my name. That's how it is. So I'm getting very sort of used to that, and it doesn't scare me anymore the way it used to. So I just sort of want to say to anyone who's going out there that doesn't understand it, start writing things down that you see or hear. Try not to panic. Take deep breaths. Stay grounded, and then later on when you're calmer, you can actually look at the things that are written down and start to investigate them and look into them. I've only recently figured out number meanings because I was getting a lot of numbers through and the meanings behind them, even down to my own birth date and my age and things like that, and repeating numbers. And they are quite important messages for me in particular. And it's more, it depends. It depends how the awakening has affected you, how your senses have opened up. I am, as I said before, really empathic. I can feel other people's feelings. I'm clairaudient, which means I can hear things, and I can't remember the word for the other one, but I can see things really clearly as well, which is clairvoyancy is seeing, and clairaudience is hearing things. But I'm getting really good at picking up on things. When I do personal readings anyway, I can always pick up on numbers and pick out dates for people, but numbers are having quite a special meaning for me at the moment. So just start to be aware of what's going on around you and start looking for the signs. If you think these guardian angels or whoever, you know, your angels, your messengers, whatever you want to call them, if you think they're not getting in touch, they are. You really just have to listen and see more clearly around you to pick them up. And maybe you need to do that when you're quiet, when you're more grounded, when you're rushing around doing your shopping or doing something. Just stop for a minute. Notice the time. Notice the song that's on the radio. Notice a conversation that you might overhear near you. All these little things, just try and ground yourself and listen, and you might pick up a lot more, and it might help you. Okay then, right, I'm off. Okay, bye.